The Irrawaddy dolphin calf, named Paradon by his rescuers, was found in a pool of water on the Thai shore. The poor creature was too weak to swim and had been drowning for at least 5 hours before he was found. They quickly alerted marine conservationists, who advised them how to provide emergency care until a rescue team could transport the baby to Thailand's Marine and Coastal Resources Research and Development Center for veterinary attention. The baby was nicknamed Paradon, roughly translated as brotherly burden, because those involved knew from day one that saving his life would be no easy task. Irrawaddy dolphins, considered a vulnerable species by International Union for Conservation of Nature, are found in the shallow coastal waters of South and Southeast Asia and in 3 rivers in Myanmar, Cambodia, and Indonesia. Their survival is threatened by habitat loss, pollution, and illegal fishing. Officials from the Marine Research Center believe around 400 Irrawaddy dolphins remain along the country's eastern coast, bordering Cambodia. Since Paradon was found by the fishermen July 22, dozens of veterinarians and volunteers have helped care for him at the center in Rayong on the Gulf of Thailand. We said among ourselves that the chance of him surviving was quite low, judging from his condition, Thanaphan Chomchuan, a veterinarian at the center, said Friday. Normally, dolphins found stranded on the shore are usually in such a terrible condition. The chances that these dolphins would survive are normally very slim, but we gave him our best try on that day. Workers placed him in a seawater pool, treated the lung infection that made him so sick and weak, and enlisted volunteers to watch him round the clock. They have to hold him up in his tank to prevent him from drowning and feed him milk, initially done by 2, and later by bottle when he had recovered a bit of strength. A staff veterinarian and 1 or 2 volunteers stay for each 8-hour shift, and other workers during the day handle the water pump and filter and making milk for the calf. After a month, Paradon's condition is improving. The calf, believed to be between 4 and 6 months old, can swim now and has no signs of infection. But the dolphin that was 4.5 feet and around 59 pounds on July 22 is still weak and doesn't take enough milk despite the team's efforts to feed him every 20 minutes or so. Peter Thipgenter, a 32-year-old financial advisor, is one of the many volunteers who come for a babysitting shift with Paradon. Thipgenter said with Paradon's round baby face and curved mouth that looks like a smile, she couldn't help but grow attached to him and be concerned about his development.
Also, if you've not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story.
He does not eat enough, but rather just wants to play. I am worried that he does not receive enough nutrition, she told the Associated Press on Friday as she fed the sleepy Paradon cradled in her arm. When you invest your time, physical effort, mental attention, and money to come here to be a volunteer, of course you wish that he would grow strong and survive. Sumana Kajan Matanakal, director of the Marine Center, said Paradon will need long-term care, perhaps as much as a year, until he is weaned from milk and is able to hunt for his own food. If we just release him when he gets better, the problem is that he won't be able to have milk. We will have to take care of him until he has his teeth, then we must train him to eat fish and be part of a pod. This will take quite some time, Sumana said. Paradon's caregivers believe the extended tender loving care is worth it. If we can save one dolphin, this will help our knowledge, as there have not been many successful cases in treating this type of animal, said veterinarian Thanaphan. If we can save him and he survives, we will have learned so much from this. Secondly, I think by saving him, giving him a chance to live, we also raise awareness about the conservation of this species of animal, which are rare, with not many left. He started getting sick again on August 31st, breathing hard and suffering from diarrhea. He deteriorated so quickly and he died that night. Iranian John Koplat, a veterinarian at the center, along with her colleagues and volunteers, monitored the injured calf around the clock. The team caring for Paradon at initial tests reveal an infection in his lungs, but are awaiting full lab results to determine the exact cause of death. Although we cannot save Paradon's life, we have learned a lot from this. Few people cared about the Irrawaddy dolphins, let alone the calf. All we did in the month of taking care of him were the lessons learned for us from his behavior, his food intake, and even his illness, Irani said. Listed as a vulnerable species by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, Irrawaddy dolphins are found in the shallow coastal waters of South and Southeast Asia, and in the three rivers of Myanmar, Cambodia, and Indonesia. Their survival is threatened by habitat loss, pollution, and fishing, where dolphins are inadvertently caught with other species. Officials from the Marine Research Center estimate that about 400 Irrawaddy dolphins remain along the country's east coast, which borders Cambodia.